as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. It's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Patriots, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's caught by Hooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. His first carry. They'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Throwing, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Jones. Flush to his right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots, nothing.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Got his man. That's Harry. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with an INT. He's at the 50. The 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were here. The RBI made it a 2-touchdown lead. I'll tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overran. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. downfield strike. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones over the middle. That's caught by Harry. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hunt. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Again, Wilson. Man open is Robinson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there. It's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Wilson. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson sliding out of the pocket.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him on the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, the U.S.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns add on to their lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. Jones rolling to his right. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 8. They run with Hines. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that play and start chucking it all over the park. And you know what's exciting about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, there comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, here's Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That toss play, Ryan, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Jones on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Bobo for Mike. Mike's Bobo. Hey, man. Watch the food. Watch the food.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st down, Hines fights off the defender. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Browns. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Open man, the tight end Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Buying time to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Jones now. Off play action. That swung out wide to Harris. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Smith with a 1st down and more. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Hines. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. This is Hines. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Nice job holding them out of the end zone on 3rd down. I think you need to give a big assist to this crowd.
Yeah, they're really rallying them, aren't they? They're behind them the whole way. And they get that little bit of extra motivation when you're in a tough situation. Let's see what happens here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And nothing but daylight ahead.
The San Antonio, I do this to
takes this one back into the end zone. The Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. On 2nd and 2, Jones. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Jones sliding out of the pocket. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. On for the point after, Corey Vedvik. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Rolling to his right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. Boy, another big play late here for offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
confidence. Because even if they have the right cover...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Jones on first down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Glenn Newsom. And the Browns come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, it's one